So here is a crazy simple 12-second breathing technique that Michael Phelps used to swim world records consistently. Give me the next 4 minutes and I'll walk you through the 12-second breathing technique that Michael Phelps and I were taught by the same sports psychologist to be relaxed under pressure and crush our PBs when it really mattered. And before we start, I do have an advanced version of this breathing technique that I learned from Dr. Jim Bauman. And in fact, the advanced version was the first thing that he taught me, right? And the cool thing is that it didn't only make me relaxed, it also gave me the necessary focus and courage and boldness that I needed to swim even faster. So if you want that version of it, then drop me a line below the video and I'll send it to you today. Now, for those of you just getting to know me, my name is David Kersek. I swam in the Olympics 2012 in London, and I'm the founder of the Mind Gym, where I've helped hundreds of young athletes race fast in competition. And in every video, you're going to get one mindset trick that you and your child can implement immediately after watching. Now, here's the thing. Every swimmer secretly hopes to touch the wall in competition and check that display and realize that they just absolutely smashed, absolutely crushed their personal best. It's the best feeling in the world for a swimmer when you not just surprise your parents and your coaches, but you surprise yourself. But the reality is that most teenage swimmers, they get super nervous. Some of them get super anxious. And as a parent or a coach, you can actually see it in their body posture. Like, you'll know whether they're going to have a good race or a bad race before they even hit the water, right? It's either a big hit or, like most of the time, it's a big miss. And the child just ends up really disappointed, maybe crying. And you as a parent, it leaves you helpless because you've tried so many things and you don't know what to do. So here's a solution that with my observation takes care of 90% of the nervousness. Now, the 90%, I don't have a study on this. This is from working with hundreds of athletes, okay? It's just my personal guesstimate, if you want. So there's two things, there's many benefits to breathing, but there's two things that you need to be aware of when it comes to swimmers, okay? The two main benefits of conscious and slow breathing, and I'll show you how to do it in a second, is number one, it signals the body and the mind that it's safe, okay? And that it's okay to relax, which is very important, because if the swimmer tenses up just a little bit with the muscles and they hit the water, they feel short, something doesn't feel right, and then we start overthinking. Next thing we know is we had a bad race, okay? And the number two benefit is that when we're feeling fearful emotions, we're time traveling. The mind is not in the present moment. It's in the past or in the future. And by putting our attention, our focus on the breathing, it teleports us straight into the present moment, and it works every single time. I've done this with 8, 9-year-old kids, and it works like a magic trick, okay? So, and here's how this works. What you need to understand before I demonstrate it is that the lungs, they like sit in the back, and there's two parts, the lower part and the upper part. And I'll show it from the side because it's a lot easier to show, okay? So you can see it, because what we have to make sure is that we exhale completely. And then when we inhale, we first want to inhale in the lower part of the lungs. So I put my hands on my belly button, and in a perfect world, right, my chest is not moving. I'm only breathing into my belly. So check this out. You see that? It's only here. And then I inhale completely. So step number one, I suggest you close your eyes. It's much cooler. Step number two, exhale completely until the lungs are empty. Step number three is inhale on the count of 4 seconds. Okay, starting with your lower belly and then the lower lungs and then upper lungs. And then exhale through your mouth 8 seconds. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 4 in, 8 out. So let me show you. Okay, I breathe out completely. And that's it. Simple, right? 12 seconds. If you got more time, you can do it 3 times. If you have no time, like in front of the start block, you just stand there, right? Well, you're standing there and the guys are just finishing. You go. Magic. Phelps used it. I used it. Many other swimmers used it. Go try it out. Try it in training. Try it anytime. Okay. You cannot go wrong with that. And as a reminder, if you want the advanced version of that breathing technique, that'll make it even more powerful. Okay. Then just drop me a line below the video and I'll send it to you. Bye.